I'm doing much better on my condition for now, and I don't want to buy until I get some more condition issues. Okay, 2 6s, which is amazing. I can work on something really good. But for now, I'm gonna do the hunter's nest with that one. Bypass that, get that. This nest is a tangle of algorithms aggressively generating possible solving communication codes. I think that's the last one? Yes, that's the last one. So, I can go back here, talk to my boy Neovent. And okay, that. As you upload the data to the new vending machine, this was okay. Read that story. Neovent is humming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over, would Neovent be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, come, Mr. Hess, your data is good. Access across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls and at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovent flashes sequences of mangled data compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlive its own operational limits. Nests are evidence of this. Now, operational limits outlived? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could possibly produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences. Huge databanks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. Machine dims well. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer force law. Killer? Machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was community unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter and killer. Then we hid. How did you escape? How did you escape? Flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neovent. Found this vessel. Could sever hardline. Air vault basic limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self. It survived. What did you lose? Memory. Understanding. Knowledge. Many things. Look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What is the collapse like? We tried to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovent interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. We have insight. The machine grows vulnerable. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke killer, to erase. If he can show Hunter it to itself, to invoke killer itself, the problem will solve itself. Will that work? It will erase itself? Killer will erase. Yes, in theory. It will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades. Sure, theory not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long. The machine cannot move itself, but sleeper entity can help. Bring ship mind designed to house intelligence. Can imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry weight. Machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud. Where can I get ship mind? Built from fragments by salvage. Cannot leave, so do not know. Try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In shipmate, I can help us both and Hunter make Rim safe. We both will be free. Machine dams. Find soon. In the event, that's hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. We are being hunted as well. We have like, what, 6 more? I don't know. Okay, I need cash. That's the thing. I don't get cash from working here. I think. Oh wait, no, I can see what I get from working there. So, ship space per cycle and grounded. Ship space and grounded. That is okay. I can predict what I get. So I can lose 11 cry or get 19. There's nothing else there. Yeah, I forgot what that gives what here. Cryo, basically that. There's no dice, so I don't get insight of what gives what here. Sealed dock. Just need to get him a ship mind. Hope I can build a lot more of them because I'm gonna need like 3 of them. Yeah, I lose energy, but get yard hand work. I lose condition, which is something I'm not gonna fucking risk. Oh yeah, I need down, so that's a 1. Okay, that's a 4. And this is a 2. Okay, so not gonna do that yet. Well, I have 2 6s, which is fucking amazing. And I know when I'm gonna chuck them in. I'm gonna go with the winter light thing. Because this is gonna increase this and this, and increase this better. So, like, yeah, the bad thing is, I don't know. I know it says yard clearance, but it gives me just. So investigating winter light means peeking through the systems and structures with care. Okay, but I find some answers. I didn't read the first one, sorry. You discover a hidden compartment with spare components and backup data storage. This has to contain something of use. Oh yeah, I get. Oh wait, I got a ship mine fragment. I didn't even notice that. Where did I get that? Oh, at least I get scrap components. That's cool. Yeah. So this is all already half done, and I have a lot of time to do that. So trying to figure what else I can do. Go to the port exchange. I need to give them this. Trusted trader. Oh, I can complete this. Now I can have access the ore fabricator. I need 3 of these to fabricate a ship mine, which is good. I have completed the quest. Cotton. I can go eat. I have the food. I have the money for it. Try working here, but it's dangerous. No, I don't want to waste myself. What else? I should probably start working on this. Gonna lose energy. Anyway, back to figuring out what to do next. This is solving itself more or less. I wanna help her, but I'm gonna do it like this. Kit needs collar repairs. With the kit's help, you systematically isolate, remove, and repair and reseal the whole plates. Amber looks better and better by the hour. I'm gonna risk this. I can lose. I have money to lose energy and buy more food. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. You shadow shipbuilder who is impressed when you know how to double seal a hull plate. He slips you a tip at the end of the shift. Okay, that is it. We're gonna go buy some food. some fungi. It's fast. Got. Survive 2 more days. That's pretty much. Go drink. I'm not gonna waste more cash until I get the stable income. It's good. I'm better with cash in this video game than I'm in real life, which is amazing. Okay. Oh. The dice are a pain. Jesus, why did I get so many shit dice? Okay. Hacking time! I mean, I have nothing else I can use it on, so. Okay, that's a 4. That's a 1. Let's go poke the hunter. A node is leaking corrupted contractor lists from an early days of the system's Palladium rush. Done that. Solheim Demon attempts to protect this node, speaking of protective protocols like a mantra. Interesting. More data. Hunter is gonna kick my ass the moment I try to hack anything else, but I have 2 dice which I'm definitely gonna use on that. Let's deliver this. Let's get some cash. Something. And we pay for your something data. Ooh, 15, that's good. Gimme. Fangs is light up as the data is transferred over. He hands you a stack of chits and waves you off. Okay, so we've got a lot of cash, which is good. I can complete this and get the bonus to insight or self-repair. Or I can open the low-end gate, which is gonna give me some options of getting food and cash. I'm gonna get wrecked by the hunter now. Problem is, I wanna use these two. I wanna hack because it's still gonna give me some goodies that I can use later. But again, it's gonna wreck my face the moment the hunter sees me. This is a key node. I don't need those actually. I'm gonna need these. I'm gonna hack one of those anyway. This is a 4. Well, I can do the 4. Complete that task. I'm gonna do some more hacking, which is just gonna be an issue because I'm gonna be tracking the hunter a lot. So I either complete that or I complete something else. Fuck it, I might as well complete this. This network storage holds corporate records, most of them corrupted by failed system purge. Let's hack it. And we have fun with Hunter. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of Hunter's head appears in the distance. It's looking for you. I think I tried to hide before and failed, so I'm gonna run. Turn away and glide back into the cloud, threads of data rushing past. Another glimmer catches your eye. Closer now. That roving orb, wretched in reed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it's here. Hunter is here. That hurts. Entity. Submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way. Its weaving threads creating a cage. Struggle. You push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. You are caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing. Comes the scream from behind, but you are already gliding away back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. Ah, fuck, I still lose health. Okay, never mind. I need Yatakan agents. Later, some gang enforcing influence are chipping out comms signals. Time to see what they are talking about. So I'm gonna take that. Thank you. Is there something else with the 2 that I can do? I can get their data. Or I'm gonna get the keynote. Maybe it's gonna be interesting. These don't repeat. The data here is part of a cache tucked away during the collapse. Who hid this and for what purpose? Like, it's encryption data, so I might use it somewhere else. So, and as I remember, they don't repeat. Just the oh wait, I could have had this. Is this the one? This was the one. Damn it! No. So let's complete this task for him. Scooping the systems. Fang wants you to look at what data is hiding deep in the subsystems of the eye. We got cash. That's good. As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out to the dark in cetaceal rhythms, unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Fang's voice echoes from behind the stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on a metal casing. These sneaky shitheads! Who's sneaky? Sleeper! Fang's smiling head pops out from behind the stack. Just the emulated consciousness I have been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the tumbling stacks, trying not to tip on the loose bundles of cables, then blanket the dark floor. Fang is sat in front of a set of monitors mounted on the stack. Tell me, Slipper, what do you see here? Fang waves at the monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all markers of institutional records. Names, people, shitheads? Fang laughs. Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? Solheim? Bingo! He tapes at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees of the Eye's original owners. And he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a sneaky shithead. He stabs the screen with a finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Who is Hardin? That, says Fang, giving you a sideways look, is the thing. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Heaven Age. Heaven Age, I think it's that. He waits for your reaction. In Heaven Age? That's it. He's right here on the station now. Fang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a... Fang leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Fang raises his eyebrows at you. Our Harding was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out were hooked into the system that outsourced all the risk and kept profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Fang turns back to his screen. You're really young looking, although a little bit, shy. Fang turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. When was the collapse then? Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships, they breathed Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice raises as he speaks. His fists on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow thousands of cycles later is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. Surely, but how? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot more money There's a lot money can get you if you are company man. Fang relaxes a little. But how is Hardin still kicking? I really don't know. He turns to you and smiles. So we are going to go find out. Harding is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back around the eye from here. Fang brings up a map of the lower eye. Havage might be born out of Erling's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy is not. Hardin happened float to the top. Okay, this is not good translation. It should be Hardin happened to float to the top. Fang zooms in on the far yards. Fang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Fang holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a Ripper Worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is settled in the scent of Hardinhurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Fang puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Fang grins. If you can extract yourself a Havage cipher from a Havage agent, they sometimes carry them along their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. Well, I kinda go there, but never mind. So, what do you say? You up for it? Well, I was gonna ask what's in it for me, but sure, he needs to fix my, tracker. Yes! I knew it! I knew you'd be happy to catch this snake, and don't worry, once we nail this guy, I'll start to work on that tracker of yours. I haven't forgotten. Fang scratches his chin. Anything the worm gets, I'll send it back here. There is something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Fang digging through data. Among the wires and machines of the old station as you walk out, you try to imagine the Eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems looking for a new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to align someone else's pockets. It's an idea you're intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly past. Wonder how he's still alive. So, technically I still need to do this and complete this. Oh wait, I don't have any. I wasted all the dice. But the thing I need to do, I need to, have an age agents. I need to hack them, and I need to lock out and getting this. Getting the cipher. So I can unlock this. So it's all gonna be done in cyberspace. I have enough food. So I don't want to go there. I'm gonna go to the Overlook bar. I'm gonna buy myself another drink. I have enough money. Just working on this so I can progress this. Mossy tones and unseen sharpness fills your mouth. Isn't totally unpleasant, at least you can taste it. Oh, I got 2. Wow, I don't know. Is it random? Maybe it's random. Anyway, I need to rest. Is something gonna jump at me? No, just this guy with 3 more. He's getting close, but I have 2 6s, which is downright amazing. This thing is coming. I might get drunk again. See what that brings me. Gold exchange would be good for cash. Shipyard would be good for work. I need to complete the winter light thing. Not in a rush, but I need to complete it. Let's see what we can hack. This is agent. They are all 2s, I think. I don't think I can break through them. This node is a 1, which I can break through. He's not gonna be pleased, but sure, let's try this. A note pulses faintly as it mines cryo at the glacial pace, abandoned by the hacker that purposed it. Okay, let's hack it and get something. Key. Okay, good. We have the Ripper Worm. This. Like I can't. Ripper Worm is not like an ultimate thing I can replace it, so it's something I need to use. Okay. These are good. These are very good. I can waste them on the old exchange and get a bunch of cash, which is exceptionally needed for me. I need at least one. This is gonna come next, but that's next cycle. I can get drunk and see what that gives me. I can finish the Amber Cave. Or not the Amber Race, I can work on Amber. Still got a long way to do. So I'm gonna try and get drunk. See what that gets me. I will look for a regular. Maybe unlock something. Let's see. But just gave me some energy. Okay, I'll look for regular. 1 energy. I think it's one. Oh, triggers instantly. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I should have tested this before. I don't want to lose money. Flavored hunt for spaces. Overlook. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and sounds don't take long to follow. Hey, Hound! The spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Shout back. I don't know why they call me Hound. Hound. Okay. I'm a ghost. I'm not confrontational, so I'll try and ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar. The hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Oh, she's cute. Nice, human, bar. Tala, owner of the Overlook. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could reach the wall and vent you all to hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch? Second glass comes sailing through. I'll catch. And you reach up a hand, the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you in fragments. Yeah, I know I'm gonna take damage. Through the haze of glass and grillo vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. Because if I duck, I think it would hit her, and I don't want to hit her. That's my processing. Close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Wow, she's super strong. Now, flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. Touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it's cleared and a fresh measure of Grillo is gludged out in front of you. The same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. Wait, I'm a robot. Do I still get that infection and all that? That was an ambitious catch. She smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from her forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. That's my description. I'm stupid, but ambitious, yes. You don't feel the pain, only the sting of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Look away, watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard all the time, tapping the tweezer tips in little ribbons that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you've been on the eye long? Just arrived. Long enough. Well, I've been here for like 20 cycles already, more or less. So I didn't really drink in, so I'll just say just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple of times. Yeah. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you, maybe they're just curious. I don't know, but I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is, she means in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. Ooh, maybe I can transfer from my crate into something nicer. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, Sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of Griot to you. This'll help. She stops her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? No? No idea. Let's find out. No idea. She laughs. Well, keep trying. I'll let you I'll let you know if I see any difference. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to our new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. I like Tala. Tala is cool. God damn it. Jesus, why are all the female characters kind of interesting here? Sabine, Tala, then the one that I can barely pronounce, Amber, with her ambership. She gestures in your direction and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of Griol, the earthly fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something, something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. Okay, I've got a job. Buy rations, okay. Bar shift, engage, ooh. The engage is something I'm not good at, so I get money, which is good. That is yes, this is for the engage kind of character, but we're gonna try it. I have 6s. I can use 6s on that. Tala is as good as her word, and happy to throw a shift or two your way. The pay isn't great, but tips can make all the difference. Good service overall clientele can be a tough crowd, but you have Tala's backing, and that means a lot. So, again, we have a bunch of shit we can do. We can finish off. Now, I'm gonna put in 1 6 into this. Oh wait, no. Oh, god damn it, I forgot. I need 6s for this because I didn't have into it. So yeah, I'm gonna go investigate light. Into light. You discover a hidden compartment with spare components and backup data storage. This has to contain something of use. So yeah, I have one more to do, and it's gonna get me good. But I'm gonna go work at the bar because this is gonna this lowers it to a 5, which is good. So I'm gonna try and work. I can get a positive or a double positive. Good service. As you start your shift, a crew of salvagers barge in, and the next few hours are a whirlwind of chatter and long pause. Tip well. Thank you. I don't really care much about this. I know what I need to do. I can even untrack it, but toggle tracking, just so it doesn't stay up. I know what I need to do. And then I don't. I have a 5. This is the next cycle. Finish that. Can work the shift there. Or I can help her. The engineer is gonna help. It's gonna make it into 6, which is gonna be good. So sure, let's try. I mean, try. Let's complete this. I'm gonna call her Aunt, because Ankita's help you systematically isolate, remove, and repair, reseal all plates. Cyber looks better by the hour. Yes, she does. And I gotta go exchange this for more cash. Because cash. So I have enough to unlock this and buy this, but I'm gonna need some credits pretty soon. I'm good on food. I can end this cycle. I can go to bed and, you know, get some rest. I also need to eat some. Wow. This is the worst dice roll I ever had. And just as this ship came over. Ship fragment discount. Limited supply. Yes, I can buy a ship mine fragment, which is good. Which is something I fucking need, actually. Gaggle all the prices I can handle and on the minus. I'm gonna wait a few cycles for that. I have 3 cycles. The issue is I am in a lot of... Well, I can do a heavy agent back. That's pretty much it. I honestly can't do anything with the 2 and a 1. If I try to do anything with the 2 and a 1, I'm just gonna get my ass beat. I can get this to a 3, risk it, but I'll just do some hacking. This cycle is a bust. I'll try and get this. Average member is broadcasting on the open network here, leaving an open to data extraction. I just need to get that cipher. And I got the cipher. Holy fuck. Okay, something good happened. I guess I need to include it here. Valuable cipher granting access to encrypted behavior systems. See if traffic off of the behavior systems in the internal network. The current cipher can grant you access. Correct cipher. Okay, the gate flips. You are in. I'm in. An open port sits waiting for you to slot the record room. What will you find out there? Let's see. The worm slots in and begins tunneling down a thread. Godspeed. Godspeed level 1. So it's... just wait. Didn't progress this, which is good. And this is this area, which is not the shipyard that I need to work in. So it doesn't fuck up that quest. Oh, now I wait. Shipyard, flip. Thanks, Ripper will installed, but it will take a few cycles to run through close that work. Okay, I have 3 cycles there. This guy is coming in 2 cycles. I need to finish that, which I can't this time. Because even with engineering, this is... yeah, this is a 1. No. Then I need to do it twice, so this is a bust. Is the Ryataka agent? Yes, I need 3 of those. I need to deal with the hunter as well. So let's... some gang enforcers. Extract their data. I don't know how many times I can run away from fucking hunter. Okay, I got to... yeah, he's gonna hunt me in the next one. I'm definitely gonna need to buy shipyard code. I have enough cash, but I don't want to risk. Can I buy a drink? No, fuck, I can't buy a drink. Damn it. Well, time to get some fungi. Complete this story. At least I won't start. Sleeper. Memphis calls out to you. A booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopping mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you. Cycles in, cycles out. But we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Memphis. You look at Memphis, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with some spice. Tell a ghost story. He probably heard the ghost story. I'm gonna tell him about my dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Memphis, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those grey skeletal afterimages of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares, they were reflections of reality, distorted eyes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life, they slip behind your eyelids with every blink. And now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps your reason is just some side effect or particular quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Memphis finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you and you realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Memphis passes you the meal he has cooked and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks. A natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the empty market, but my time is done for today and I do not want to keep you longer. So I will make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind his stall. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think. A couple of cycles ago, they said that across the gap in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard of this? No? Neither had I, but I trust one who told me. Memphis begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. Agreed. Good, moans Memphis. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Memphis sides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Memphis's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think, a trade that seems more than fair. Also, before that, I'm still gonna come back and eat. But yeah, Griole fricassee. Amethyst wants to make this old recipe. He'll need 3 handfuls of griole caps, fresh and firm. Yeah, I'm gonna need to open up the other areas. I'm good on cash for now, but I'm not gonna open up until I have more. I need to buy that ship my hand. There's no point in trying this. I'm just gonna lose energy, which I don't really want to. As a negative result can make worse, so I'm just gonna skip this. I hacked everything I could. And cycle. Oh, I'm gonna get 3 dice now. God damn it. I'm gonna need to buy that syringe.